Hello YouTube. This is Survival Guy and I'm Guy. Today's video is called Baby Come and Light My Fire. I had somebody ask me what I used in my cabin to get my stove lit quick. Basically what I use is a cardboard egg crate, either sawdust or dryer lint, and then candle wax. So I'm going to show you how to do them, and they're quick, they're easy, and you can make them, and they're really inexpensive to make. So we're going to get started here. So I'm going to shut this and get everything set up here, and then I'll show you how to make them. Okay, what we've got here, oh my gosh. Okay, what we have here is my egg crates. You've got one over here that is a dozen. Cardboard crate. The big one over here, that is for a 6 dozen out of a box that we get. What you got here is my crock pot that I put my wax in. I paid like $2 for that at a garage sale. That right there is my bucket of sawdust that I got from the lumber yard for nothing. And those are just extra crates that I've got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this off and get this a little bit closer, and then I'm going to show you how to fill those up, and we'll go from there. Okay, I said there's my wax. What I'm going to do is I've got a ladle right here, and this is what I'm going to take the wax out of here with, and I'm going to individually fill each of these with a certain amount of wax. So it'll soak down through, and then we'll let it set up, and then I'll show you how they look when they're finished. So here we go. That's a tad one. That fizzes up a little bit. It also depends on if there's moisture in the sawdust, which this is was a fresh pine, I do believe they were cutting, so there's probably a little bit of moisture involved in here, which is fine. You can kind of hear it kind of popping and a sizzling there, and that's, like I said, there's moisture in there. Okay, now I'm going to move this over so we can get this last egg crate full here. I'm going to zoom this out a little bit. There you go. Now the wax is going to soak into the egg crate as well, so when this starts burning, it's going to burn for a good 3-4 minutes, and it's going to burn hot. So this will help even set a wet wood. I'm not saying extremely wet, but if it's just got a little rain out or something like that, you're going to be able to get enough you're going to get enough heat out of this to dry wood out enough to get it started. So we're going to let that go right here for a little while and let that cool off, and then I'll show you the finished product. Well, these are cooled off enough now to handle. As you can see, that's one solid unit. Flip it upside down here, you can see that the wax soaked up into the cardboard there, so it's not going to go anywhere. I'll take these and I'll actually stack them, make them, and then I'll stack them up and then just tear them off as I need them. Like these here, I'll take 6 of these, put them in a Ziploc bag, and put that inside of my go bag, so I've got something to start a fire with if I'm in a hurry. There's not a whole lot of dollars and cents into these. My cost is the wax. I prefer to use a crock pot with it. It just seems to be faster for me, but if you don't have one, you can always take your candles, just light them, and then drip the wax into them. And you can do them 12 at a time, you can do them 18 at a time, however you want to do them. This is my wife and I, when we buy eggs, we buy big boxes of them. And I've got 60 eggs at a time, and I just save these, and that's what we use. They're not hard to make whatsoever. I've had 15 minutes into making these, and like I said, if you go to buy these fire starters at Menards or somewhere like that, 3 of them in the small bricks are going to cost you $2 a piece for the bricks. So I got 30 fire starters here for the cost of probably a candle, maybe 2 candles. I got 40 cents into 30 of them. For somebody who is on a tight budget, this is a way to go, to put something in your bag or to have something in case there's an emergency. So we're going to stop here and we'll finish the video. Well, there you have it. It doesn't take very long to make them. I got the sawdust from Lumberyard here in town. They just gave it to me. Candle wax, basically, I've got the crock pot there that you've seen. And I go to garage sales and whenever I can find it, I pick up candles. There's a couple of like the Salvation Army type of deal here in town, and they'll always have a big box full of candles. I can pick up 4 or 5 big candles for what, $1? Normally about 20-30 cents a piece, so it doesn't take very long to acquire candles. I also keep those in case the lights and the power goes off, because they also work as heat, but most of the time I use it for this kind of stuff. So if you have any other questions, be sure that you put a comment down below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep in mind, knowledge is power. Get some.